Hey everyone, welcome back to Tony Hawk's Undergrad 2 Remix for the final time. I'm Insetic, with me is Blake Tester.
Hey kids, how's it going?
Canuck Dude.
Hello, what is going on?
And Zindictive.
Sup, lads?
So, all 4 of the levels that were introduced in Thug 2 Remix are also in Classic mode. So we are going to look at those. They actually take the place of some of the other remakes that were in the main console version. Like, I think this one just took up School 1. And so yeah, like, it is trading one for the other. You don't have the levels that they got rid of to put these 4 in, but you do have these 4 with 10 objectives, the full kinda package, and also some new special tricks that were included but weren't introduced in career mode, like that rodeo grind, and there's like a butt grind as well that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda
Is there
just
the classic knee grind?
Duck slide?
No.
Dang.
Well,
one day they'll include one of my signature tricks.
Would the hero count as the knee grind? That was kinda, you remember that?
I don't know, the knee grind is where you kick the board out from under you and slam down on your knee.
Okay, well, this guy's slamming down on his butt over and over.
No, that's onto the board. I mean onto the concrete with your knee.
Right. No, that's the Blank Tester signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can, like, mod it in at some point.
It was too hardcore.
Right. Yeah.
Also, they know how much you charge for licensing.
That's true. I do charge quite a lot.
Yeah.
Tens of dollars.
I mean, and they also, you know, you've heard of skinning your knee, but, like, what do you call it when you remove all skin and muscle? Just leave bone.
Boning your knee.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
Yeah. Well,
when you do the Blank Tester knee grind properly,
you can only do it once.
tend to bone your knee.
Yeah. Have you done it more than, I guess, twice? I guess, or have you only
not
been able
to
do
myself?
It twice?
I've done it to myself twice, and then to others many times.
Okay.
Boneless, skinless human thighs.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, we're back in Santa Cruz. The levels are going to follow a little different order, but Santa Cruz is still the first one you go to. And yeah, we're checking it out. That was a pretty cool combo line. Though your first time, you'll probably mess something up with it. It's a little complex.
Yeah.
And then, like, yeah, it's kind of weird looking at the classic mode goals here versus classic mode in, you know, when they're in American Wasteland, because there'll be some of the same goals, but they'll be in different places. Like the, grinding the shoes on the telephone wires. That'll come back, but I think the shoes will be in different places.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like I remember these being in different locations. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are, you know, seeing this for the first time. We'll see it basically again another time, but hopefully then it'll be, you know, more different or whatever.
Yeah. I find it interesting how we're getting these instead of the, you know, classic levels. Especially as the classic levels are still in Remix, but they're only playable in, like, you know, free skate and all of that.
Okay, disregard what I said earlier. I don't know what I'm talking about.
So they are playable in free skate.
Yeah, and also Canada is kind of weird because they also changed up the gaps in Canada. They added in 3 gaps that were not even in the original Thug 2 Canada.
Huh.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's weird.
Wow, that's crazy. That they have the you know, classic mode levels still, like, on the disc, you know. School, Downhill Jam, and Canada.
There's
and,
no point
Boston.
in doing them now, but they're still there.
I mean, you might want to go back and play them, but
you know,
yeah.
It's weird that they didn't include them then. You know, I would have thought it would be like,
you
just like
still
add
have
another
to,
row of levels to play.
Yeah,
but
you still have to do them anyway if you want to get all the gaps and get all those skaters, though.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think it was like trying to keep the same amount of classic goals and especially probably stat points, but with
that makes sense.
5 of them, you know. Trying to keep that sort of parity, and then just
that does
these
make
are
sense.
levels you can go to play around in.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Is that Disturbed I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Liberate.
Okay.
It's that Liberate plays every time we spray the big billboards.
Oh, right,
just
yeah.
Because nothing liberates your mind more than spray paint fumes.
Yeah, man. Disturbed's been trying to like liberate our minds for like decades by this point. I mean, Liberate back here in 2004, and then like there's that song about like, are you ready for you to be strong? Like that's one of their newer songs. It's on the radio now, and it's like, wow, they've been really going at this. You know, they've been like a mental coach for you for like 2 decades.
Also, that famous Disturbed song where they're headstrong and willing to take on anyone.
They'll take you on.
How would you guys feel if Disturbed sold made an album exclusively of royalty-free music?
I wouldn't play it. I would just listen to it.
It's they make the album and then it's like this album is royalty-free. You can just use it.
That'd be an interesting, take.
Yeah, they just say, and there's no like vocals or anything. It's just
yeah.
Well, maybe there are vocals. This looks painful.
It is. Yeah. I've done it before. It's painful.
Oh.
I mean, this also looks painful, but
I don't think this looks as painful.
Because you're landing on the board.
It looks strenuous. That's the word I'll go with.
They both look very, very strenuous.
Yeah.
But one of them looks like you're gonna get your pipes clean, and the other one doesn't.
Also, the stat points are in different locations between these versions and the American Wasteland Classic mode.
Yeah.
I know that because one of the stat points in the American Wasteland Classic mode, you gotta, like, get up to the top of that destroyed building and do some weird spine transfer that I never would have discovered in a million years otherwise. And I didn't have to do that here, but... So, like, then we're going to Las Vegas instead of Downhill Jam.
30?
Yeah, that's a lot of freaking light bulbs to break.
Oh, yeah, the light bulbs one. Yeah, you'll see.
Was that as frustrating as just the concept of it sounds?
I wouldn't say frustrating, but it is always like, is there a logical point for me to get up onto these wires, or do I just have to force it? You know, because like normally like combos and such, there's a logical place to start it, and you don't feel like you're, forcing something.
The only logical spot I can even figure out is where one of the letters is, and even then it's just like,
Yeah. I mean,
man,
I don't know. I don't want to say too much.
Yeah. I will say that Las Vegas' goals are probably the weakest of the 4 in the remix ones. They just don't make much sense.
You think?
Yeah, that's my favorite Las Vegas.
They're kind of repetitive, especially the light bulb one. It's just break 30 of these and
Yeah, that's just a lot of grinding.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like an awful level. I wouldn't say the challenges are really like bad. I'm not going to call anyone out,
Question: does the combo thing come back in later games?
I think
that's part of classic mode. Yeah.
Okay, because it was combo always a thing? Because like I don't know, as an outsider, I always associate the Tony Hawk series with collecting the letter skate.
Yeah, it's always been a thing. After
Skate has been a
1,
thing from the
like
start.
Pro Skater 1.
Yeah,
like after that.
But, combo was introduced in Tony Hawk 4.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, we're 3 games into having combo, but Skate's been there from Tony Hawk 1.
Yeah.
I just didn't even I don't even remember thinking about it or hearing about combo as an outsider. But I mean, maybe that's just.
Yeah, plus combo is sort of a way to get you to like do lines and such, like specific sort of like paths.
Sure.
So that's their way of like
that kind of worked.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do in story mode.
Oh, I wonder why it doesn't. I wonder why it doesn't work in story mode, but it does work in classic mode.
I mean, it didn't for me, but it does for other people.
You know what I think it is?
I
think it's the sun being out. Really assists.
It got in my skater's eyes.
Yeah.
Or assist. Yeah.
Well, it assists in you landing in the right spot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were going too far when it, you know.
The extra ultraviolet radiation actually pushed down on me in the air.
Just a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit,
and caused me to have less air time. Yeah, that's a scientific fact. Look it up.
Yeah. Go ahead. Look it up.
Yeah.
Do
all
it
the
right now.
scientists looked it through.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them.
See? Yeah. I just looked it up. Yeah, it's right here. I'm showing my phone to my screen. I hope they can see it.
Yeah, I'll add it in.
Oh, thanks.
Big winner. Yeah, it's just a cool little combo.
All right.
People apparently struggle with that one.
Really?
I mean, yeah, you do have to like jump diagonally off of part of one set to get to the other. I guess, Zin, since you weren't there on the career mode video, I don't know, we went on a tangent kind of about like, why is the high roller the guy to like throw bottles at security or, you know, something like that. Like, I don't know, any random thoughts? Random Zin thoughts?
Well, here's my thought on the skaters in this
that's
one.
What they call them, yeah.
Yes, here's my thoughts on the skaters in this one. I don't think any of them, even the guests of this one, was an actual person, just like sorts of people.
Yeah. They're just kind of stereotypes.
And it's not even like really a notable one either. Like, yeah, there's Aboriginal and such, but that's like a sort of person that's unique. A high roller is just, you know, a casino owner essentially.
Well, not necessarily the owner. Usually the high roller would be somebody who goes to the casino and makes lots of money.
Yeah, he's like the rich motherfucker at the casino who makes a lot of the big bank plays and such. And it's just...
Well, maybe doesn't make a lot of money. I said makes a lot of money, but maybe doesn't make money. Just spends a lot.
I say he makes the big bank plays.
Yeah.
You know,
the
goes for the big plays.
Yeah. You know, there's big brain plays, but then there are also big bank plays.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you spend like a lot of money on something just to show off how much money you have, that's a big bank play.
And then the dealer takes it all.
When they say like a galaxy brain idea, what about like a galaxy bank idea?
Yeah.
It's an idea that costs a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, this is a galaxy bank idea. Not a good idea. Not necessarily good.
Right.
Just means it would be expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like...
I like that.
It didn't make much sense to have them compared to... Even in a lot of the other remix levels, like, a lot of the guest skaters and such did make sense. You know, they did, like, apply to, like, guests, like, actual people in a sense. But in this one, it's just a freaking poker player, essentially, and a technician.
Can I just say real quick, I appreciated the Thug 2 remix walk that happened right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know how to get to the A. I do not like the T. And you'll see here now. I'm gonna go for the lights. I'm not gonna get it here, but I'm gonna go back and get it next time. But just like, it doesn't feel like there's any sensible place to start. Because as you see, it's not like this wire goes over that quarter pipe. If this wire went over that quarter pipe over there, that would have made sense. That would have been like, okay, I go up the quarter pipe, I grab the wire, and I start. But it's like, to get to the T, the best way is to literally, like you saw, grab the wire, get on it, and then jump to the side and start grinding.
Yeah, I had to use the ramps where the bottles are to just like jump up and grind them. There's really no good way to like go for that.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use the basically the ramps of the steps in front of the stores to jump up on the wire line here.
Yeah.
I'm also not a huge fan of the lights here either, because sometimes the game just doesn't give you the lights. Like, for some reason you grind on them and it doesn't really break or anything. It just...
Yeah, 30 seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Well, but, I mean, they want you to go on this really long grind line, but, like, that is a lot of grinding.
But also, I think, sometimes it can give you multiple lights in one. Like, look at the counter versus how many I grind, and especially on, like, the last wire, I feel like it gives me more than I actually hit.
That time it just missed a couple. But then...
and then you get this, like, end one here where you miss almost all of them. Yeah, that one give you double. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, like
it doesn't make sense.
Double. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Weird.
Like, the first time you grinded that, you got almost nothing out of it, and now you've gotten, like 12 out of it in, like, the entire
Honestly,
grind.
I think you got pretty much the right number of lights. It's just... It missed a few and gave you extra ones.
It's weird.
Yeah. Anyway, on to Atlanta. This is cool because they're gonna set it at nighttime.
Oh.
You know, like it's just
Atlanta,
gonna be at nighttime.
The burning city.
Oh Okay.
See, it's on fire.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it's called?
I mean, I don't think that's its official, state, city designation, nickname.
The nickname of the city, yeah.
So there's a stat point in the underground area, but what I'm gonna do here is it clips just up through the street, so you'll get it riding down this avenue.
Yeah, the placement of that. I didn't get that to happen, but I know the placement of that was way too high, so I had a feeling it would clip.
That's great. I love that.
And so I don't need to go to the underground area. I mean, because the stat point's the only thing down there.
Yeah. Tony Hawk Underground, more like Atlanta.
Tony Hawk Underground.
Oh, there's that legalized skateboarding gap.
There we go.
Yeah.
They mentioned. Yeah.
Doing that last rusty slide manual.
So are there any other just
Jesus
added
Christ.
specials or something I missed for not actually finishing out story mode or not actually finishing out classic mode? Any bonus things in Remix, maybe a Shaba cutscene or something, I'm asking
The only Shaba cutscene I know of is the PSP credits, and that's it.
I would call every cutscene that happens in this game a Shaba cutscene because the eyes are wonderful to watch.
That too.
But otherwise, I doubt there was any other, unique to this game cutscenes.
Yeah.
Also, I tried to get the credits for the PSP's credits to run, but for some reason the emulator just
crashes.
It doesn't load. It doesn't load the cutscene at all, so it just skips it.
That's weird.
Dang.
Also, I guess sort of related to lore, but the ending credits of the game tells you that you're banned from Barcelona, Boston.
It doesn't.
Main story.
You can completely skip a lot of those levels by going to these new levels, and it doesn't even mention these ones either.
Oh, they didn't re-record that ending.
Yeah, it doesn't at all.
I mean, it's because your reputation precedes you,
right? And I think
there were no survivors.
I think it was Tony and Bam got banned from all those places, but not us.
Yeah,
we were just
Tony
lackey.
Yeah,
we were just following orders.
Yeah.
Okay, when you put
hate
it like
to
that.
see it happen.
Yeah, I hate to see it happen.
Yeah.
I hate to see it happen.
All right, so Atlanta's been mostly painless, but there's a goal for stalling on the 5
the pigeon stalls.
lip gaps, and you got to be really precise with these. Like you saw there, I stalled, didn't give it to me. I went 6 feet over, then it gave it to me.
Yeah, you have to be right where the pigeons are.
Yeah, technically there are pigeons that show you exactly where, but it is
you still have to be very precise.
Yeah. You can miss it by a foot and go what? But I'm there, and then you gotta reline up and whatever. It's weird. Like here. I know this one is you've got to basically aim at the center pillar. I don't get it. Watch how little I recorrect before I get it the second time.
Yeah, this pigeon's the worst one because there's so much area to guess.
All right, so I'm still mostly lined up and
what? Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, so it's
and then there's apparently a ramp here as well in that little gap, and you wouldn't even notice that's a ramp.
Yeah, I just know from again seeing other people do this and then missing it a bunch of times that you need to do it where there's nothing.
Oh, there's no
curb.
rail. Yeah. I think that's really weird that it's so sensitive about how close you have to be to the pigeons because last time I tried to skate on a pigeon, it was very, very difficult. They wouldn't let me get even kind of close.
Yeah.
So you would think the range on that would be quite large.
Yeah.
There's certainly a lot of bird play going on, though. You had to grind on the freaking seagull grinds. Now you have to lip trick on the pigeons.
I mean, you gotta get rid of those avian fiends.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say,
only
what
hawks.
What kind of beef does skateboarders have with birds? But then I realized, they're avian fiends. We're all united.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tony Hawk, he's the only one. Hawks are the only kind of bird. They're predatory,
Right.
It's very sensitive when it comes to other birds.
Yeah.
Avians for the avian god.
Okay. Anyway, just, I guess, real quick. Last night I had a weird dream that basically recreated, like, Underground 1, but I was there. So I'll try. Okay, but it was like a giant expo, like at a convention center, like a whole ton of skateboarders. And apparently I had done some cool tricks and some cool footage to get noticed by someone who had, like, invited me to the pro team, but even I didn't know what I'd done. And I was like, I can't skate. What did I do? It's like when they ask me to skate, this whole facade's gonna break. But whatever, yeah, it was like a giant convention center with a whole ton of skateboarders, and yeah, I got picked to go, like, on a team. That's basically all I'm gonna say. That's what really all that happened.
A skater whose tricks are so legendary that no one remembers what they were.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I had to react to that fucking tape.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea, but yeah, it gave me some trouble, and I had to figure out, you know, something that would work.
It's not a good tape.
I did figure out something that works, so...
Yeah.
Question mark.
I'm thinking about that dream, and when you said, like, the plot of Underground, I just immediately thought of you as, like, you know, Underground Steve, obviously. Bob as Eric Sparrow.
Oh my God.
Bob and I's bitter rivalry.
I would never do any of that shit to Connor. Eric Sparrow blows.
I'm the Eric Sparrow here.
No, you wouldn't do any of that shit to me either.
Just be glad this is Fug 1, not Fug 2, Eric Sparrow.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I said that to try and, like, I don't know, like, set it back up for myself to try and remember. I never have, like, perfect dream clarity like some people get, you know?
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Like, if Bob has a really weird dream, like, he can talk about it for like an hour. Like, he remembers every detail.
I'm trying to... Yeah, it's weird. I forget the stuff from real life, but my dreams stay with me for the rest of my fucking life.
Maybe right now you're dreaming, and when you're dreaming, you're actually awake.
I guess you could say dreams are real life. Life's a nightmare.
Haha.
Oh,
that's
what that was about. Scat.
By the way, I think that goal was the only goal we have to do a special trick over something.
Yeah, you know, I didn't mention it back in Atlanta, but, like, back in Atlanta, that one was specifically to tail block slide the globe, and that, and then, yeah, this in classic mode are, like, the only ones in normal mode that make you do a specific special trick.
Yeah.
And I thought they were the only ones that would, but, like, looking in your videos, in sick mode, you have to do specific specials more often.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
it is, like...
Actually, you know, you mentioned dreams, and that got me thinking, what was my dream last night about? And I remember now, and it was a really weird dream, actually.
Oh dear.
I was playing... We have time. It's not a very long dream.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot of Death Stranding recently, and, you know, I've been enjoying it. But in my dream, I was in the world of Death Stranding, and this feels like a stupid fan fiction, because it was just me hanging out with Norman Reedus. Like, me as me with Norman Reedus, and we're both delivering stuff. And so, I'm hanging around with Norman Reedus, and we go to some shelter, and someone asks us to do a job, and I'm looking at the job order, and I'm talking to Norman Reedus, and I'm like, this job order doesn't make any sense, because what they want you to do is carry this cargo over there, and then put it down, and then pick the cargo back up and bring it back. But it's not like scientific testing equipment or take readings or anything like that. It's like in my dream, I kind of merged two different kinds of quests from the game, because you can have quests where you're supposed to go out and retrieve something, and other quests where you have to take stuff. And so in my brain, I guess I just merged the two. And so Norman Reedus was like, yeah, no, this doesn't make sense. And then it turned into a completely different kind of game, which was me and Norman Reedus trying to convince this person that they didn't need cargo delivered. that we should not have to, like, we don't even need to be paid at this point. You just don't need your cargo delivered because you already have your cargo.
Yeah. That's interesting. So here's going for the secret tape. This is what I found to do. Like, grind this, and then if you jump and wall ride and jump at the top of that, yeah, you can get up into the secret tape.
Huh.
That
is kind of a weird
I'll
spot
be honest,
for it, yeah.
I didn't do that in my one. I had to get really rid of the wall ride and Wallies to get it, and it just...
Yeah, that seems like a cool idea, but like...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, like
It's
I
not obvious.
I like missed that a couple times. It wasn't, like a first try kind of thing. Like I really did need to jump at the top of the jump, start wall riding at the top of the wall ride, jump to poke my head up into the hitbox.
Yeah, that's really high up. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I had full air there, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
that'll help. Yeah.
Yeah,
We also saw like along the way, starting the combo. You just needed like as little speed as you could get, because like that C, I kept jumping over it. The starting C.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. I obviously tried that a few times.
This level really tests your knowledge of.
And so now, we're just gonna round this level out and round this game out with just smashing some stuff and
because this is the World Destruction Tour.
Yeah. And all of these freaking vending machines have like no run up because of the amount of like those street blockers,
rails,
street rails.
Yeah.
How
Whatever.
convenient.
I don't know.
It's not a...
How come it's considered cheating when I ask for the bumpers in bowling, but it's not cheating when they ask for the bumpers on streets?
I know,
That's
man.
bullshit.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
big
not
thing.
fair.
Yeah.
Thonkertson.
Yeah.
With the bumpers on, though, I'm really good at bowling.
Yeah.
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 Between the secret tape challenge and the combo and the placing of the vending machines, it's really testing your knowledge of Tony Hawk's Underground 2 physics, like some kind of physician.
Yep.
Like a physician?
I guess.
Yeah.
Is that what a is that what somebody who's into physics is called?
Yeah,
A physician?
Physicians. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That was worth
Physicians
that
we
terrible
are
setup.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was such a run up to that joke, too.
Yeah.
you really had to sprint that into the finish line to get it there.
Sure did.
Oh, man.
So again, I didn't actually finish classic mode or story mode because I didn't think there was anything like special added at the very end. It was just, show the levels and, I've shown the levels.
It pretty much is just that, really. And it's just
Yeah, I
the
mean,
rest
if you
of
want
part
to see
two.
the extras, you go watch the...
Yeah, go back and watch like the bonus video or
Yeah.
the classic modes from the console version.
Yeah,
but
the only other skaters that you would ever get is just the skaters from, the ones you get in story mode with those levels anyway. So that's it.
Oh, dang. They don't give you like the schoolgirl model?
Nope.
Dang.
Dang.
But okay, so that was Thug 2 and Thug 2 Remix. Kind of feel like it took a while because I basically added another half the game, but it's finally time to move on and go to Tony Hawk's American Wasteland
Heck yeah.
next on Tony 20. I'll be playing the Xbox 360 version because that seems to have the best graphics. I mean, because again, right at the edge of jumping to a new console, so the different versions. Are the same.
And I'll end up doing the PS2 version, considering the collector's edition.
Oh yeah, I'll see if I can get my hands on that stuff when it shows up when it's bonus stuff at the end of it. But yeah, American Wasteland next on Tony 20. See you then.